In order to playtest the RPG project that I'm working on, I've realized I needed a bit more space, so I've taken some time to sketch a map and then draw it with the tiles directly into RPG Maker MV. I'm going for a small city in a desert area surrounded by mountains, so there are going to be mainly three environments: the city, the deserts, and then some caves to connect all of these environments. At first I thought I was only going to draw maybe 1 or 2 maps, but I ended up feeling quite inspired, so I now have 9 small interconnected maps. After drawing the maps in RPG Maker MV, one thing I really like to do is to export them as PNGs and then assemble them all together as a large PNG to see how cohesive the world looks. So now I have mostly all of the desert surrounding the city, and I'll be working on the city environment next. So overall I have now around a third of the sketch I drew, which is more than enough to playtest the combat system. I'm going for simple turn-based combat. All the battles take place on screen, the enemies and playable characters' turns are clearly visible on the side of the screen. When it's the player's turn, time completely stops to choose an action. Combat revolves around the use of TP, technical points, to use skills to defeat the enemies. The player has a maximum of 10 TPs, which are mostly earned in a couple of ways for now. A simple attack grants the player 1 TP. Receiving or evading damage earns the player TPs depending on the amount of damage received or evaded. TPs are reset to 0 after the battle is over to motivate players to use all the skills at their disposal during each battle. After winning a battle, the player earns a certain amount of experience points and levels up. Right now, skills are earned automatically when leveling up, but I'm thinking about some alternative ways of unlocking skills to make the combat a bit more interesting. So far, I have set 3 skills for my character. I have a 2 TP skill that attacks 1 enemy, a 3 TP healing skill, and a 5 TP skill that attacks 1 enemy 3 times. In order to create the skills, I'm using Mog Hunter's Chrono Engine plugin. There's still a lot to be learned, but it's quite a lot of fun to play around with it. I have also added 2 more enemies to this short demo. The first one is a scorpion. It has high agility, so it acts relatively fast and has a special poison attack. The other enemy is what I would call a rock turtle. It's slow but has high defense. So when you put everything together, I now have a short demo with several interconnected maps, various enemies, and a couple of player skills to play around with. The hardest part of this project so far has been getting the numbers right. Even small tweaks to attack and defense values can drastically change the game and make it either too easy or practically unplayable. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made so far, and even though the game is kinda unplayable, to be honest, trying to keep up with 10 scorpions at once is already fun.